I started at the very, very, very top of Haven Avenue in Rancho Cucamonga and drove all the way down to the other side until it ended. This video, you'll see the entire way down and what Haven Avenue looks like from the very top to the very end. It is about 14 miles, maybe a little over, and it takes about a half an hour. This video is sped up, so it is about 14 minutes. So it's about 2 times the speed. To the left here, you will see Chaffee College. This is a main community college where everybody goes, and that's basically after high school where everyone goes. It's a big college, very legendary. So right now we're just heading down, and you can see some cones to the left, some construction work. And throughout this video, I'll just describe where we're at and what's going on here. Yes, there are some red lights. Right now I'm fixing the camera a little bit because it was at a little bit of an angle. And there's some shops right here. And the main part of this video is because this is in 2026 in June. June 6, 2026. Right here, we're coming up to the 210 freeway. There's a McDonald's on the left. This is the 210 in Haven. I wanted to do this video so basically I can come back and look at this later on in life, or you can look at this in the future and see what Haven Avenue looked like in 2026. You could be watching this video in 2036 or 2056 or maybe even year 3000, and this is what it looks like. Now, as we go down here, right here on the left, where we just passed that tree, my friend actually passed away. Rest in peace, Brian Andreessen. Rest in peace, Chaotic West Coast. That was his name. It was actually a sad motorcycle accident where he crashed right there. It was pretty sad and traumatic. It was 4 years ago. So as we go down, there's the little trail. That was Pacific Electric Trail where people walk and ride their bikes. And we keep continuing to go down here. Where are we at now? It looks like we might be... I can't see where we're at right there, but I'm adjusting the camera again, trying to get it to go straight. So that was kind of frustrating. I just bought a new camera thing. But as you can see, there's just trees. I think that was Baseline. That might have been... I don't think that was Baseline. I can't remember that street name right now. But anyhow, as we go on, you can see there's houses down to the left. And maybe in the year 3000, those houses aren't there. Maybe they're not. I don't know. You know, it's a nice neighborhood, nice day. And we just continue to drive down as we go down right here. That, I think, is Church Avenue. Okay, so that's Church Avenue. I actually did those houses on the left, construction work. And we are getting over here to I'm fixing the camera again. So anyhow, on the right-hand side is where I used to go party all the time. There's a little shopping center right there. There's a guitar store. There is a bar called Goodfellas. And to the left, there is a Target. So there's a lot of good stores here. This is a big, there's a Chili's right here. This is actually Foothill, Route 66, Foothill. This is a main intersection. There's a lot of commerce going on right here. And to the straight ahead right there to the right, across the street, is an apartment complex. I actually used to live there. It's a pretty nice area called Verano Apartments. So there's a bunch of stuff right here. Goodfellas Bar. If you're ever in that area, go by there. So as we keep going down here, we are going right here. There's a police station to the left, and there's a Haven food place right here to the left as well that everyone goes to. It's a bunch of different food places. It's pretty good. And as you come up right here, this is Arrow. There's building a big ass place right here. So see, like that thing they're just building on the right-hand side there, that wouldn't have been there a couple years ago. And you could have been watching this video and seen that and be like, hey, look, there's something new. See to the right there, there's nothing. Eventually, there's going to be something there. Now, see this little pass right here? This is for the Metro link that you're going underneath. I remember back when I was, it had to be 1998 or something like that, year 2000, when they built that. They dug it down, and now the train could go through, because you used to have to wait for the train there. But now you don't have to wait for the train. You just go under it, and it made it 10 million times better there. Now, as we keep going on, this is 4th Street, or you go down to Ontario Mills Mall if you make a left there. And you just keep going straight here. And as you can see, all the different sceneries on the right and left-hand side. Now we'll just keep going down here. Yeah, it's pretty bland here. Nothing too much. A little bit of stores on the left, a little bit of houses on the right. And traffic is pretty busy on this Sunday afternoon. So as we keep continuing going, there is a bunch of traffic. There's not much to talk about right here, but as we come up, there is, let's see, I'm trying to see what street that is. I can't remember all these street names, but we sit at this light for a little bit. So let's sit at the light. Down, 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 down. All right, let's keep going. As we keep going, we are now getting up to the 10 freeway. The 10 freeway and Haven. So this is another big intersection. And we just sit at this light and wait. So now we've already been 6 minutes in. It took us 6 minutes to get from the top of Haven to the 10 freeway and Haven. There is a hotel to the left-hand side here over the freeway. Make a left, there's a hotel. There's a lot of different hotels around this area. I can't remember what the name of that hotel is, but as we keep going, we pass the 10 freeway. And it says Guasti Road. So Guasti Road is up here. I got a big truck in front of me, blocking out the view. But look at, you could tell these roads are pretty big. If you're in year 2050 or year 3000, please comment down below. I'll probably not even be here by then. You never know, modern medicine. There's a little bridge here as you go under. And as you keep going here, now you're reaching, let's not say it yet. What are we reaching? See those palm trees swinging in the wind? It's a little breezy, not too bad. It's actually a beautiful day, a little warm. But as we sit at this light and we wait, we could figure out which light is taking the longest. This one's so far, but I think there's a longer one ahead. All right, so as we keep going here, what do we have ahead that I was saying? The Ontario International Airport. The Ontario International Airport is to the right. This is the airport that a lot of people use instead of LAX. This is where I fly out of. Much more easier. It doesn't have as many different flights as LAX, but it's way easier. It's such a convenience to have this airport right next to us. Oh my gosh, it was really a convenience. And as you keep going here, there is some buildings here. There's a chiropractor to the right there I went to before. Basically some office buildings to the left. Nothing too much to the right. Just a bunch of different office buildings in this area after the Ontario International Airport. Now, as we keep going south, we are about 8 minutes in. 8 minutes in, and we're coming to another stop. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. I want to keep talking so you guys don't get bored and think the video is over. But yes, we're still here, and this light is taking a little bit. And it's 2x sped up, too. So how fun is that? Just sitting at these lights. That's why it takes so long to get all the way down. That's why I had to speed it up a little bit, or else these lights would have been annoying to watch. And we keep going here. Like I said, there's just more office buildings, not too much in this area. Just a bunch of office buildings. Just a way to get basically down out of Rancho and into Ontario, and then into Eastvale is what's coming up after that. So right now we are in Ontario. And we're just driving and driving and driving, and we come up to the 60 freeway. So the 60 freeway is right here. There was a Miguel's Jr. on the right-hand side that we just passed. If you ever want to get a nice burrito, that's a perfect spot to get it. So then we finally get past all the office buildings, get past the 60, and we sit at this light for a little bit. Doesn't boom, it just goes. That's perfect. And after the 60 freeway, we go down, and now we're in a residential area. You can see houses to the left, houses to the right. We are basically in Ontario Ranch now, the actual real Ontario. The main Ontario is behind us. We passed all that. So this is more of an Ontario Ranch area. We're not quite into Ontario Ranch yet, but we are getting into it. This is a little bit nicer area to the right and to the left. Just a bunch of nice houses here. And now we're getting to Haven and Riverside Avenue. So we are entering Ontario Ranch Avenue after we pass Riverside Avenue here. To the right, no, this light, I remember this light. This light took the longest. So we're just going to sit at this light for a while It's a 2x, 2x speed, and we just sit here. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Oh my gosh, this light takes forever. It does get quite annoying sometimes, these lights, when you're sitting here forever. Look how long it's taking at 2x speed. But we continue to wait, and we will get going here in a bit. I told you, this light is taking the longest. But to the right, up ahead, there is a little nursery of plants right there. They're probably going to take that down and build some houses. As to the left, there was a field there. Now they're building houses there. This whole entire area has been improving over the last 10 years, building houses and stuff. All the ones to the right are brand new houses. If you did this video 10 years ago, those houses wouldn't be there, and it would look a lot different. That's why we're doing this video. They got some big old electrical wires there, big old electrical wires. And over to the left, there's brand new houses. I actually do construction, and I helped build those as well. And this is Ontario Ranch now. There's some big old electrical lines there as well. And here we are, back in the Ontario Ranch, about to get into Eastvale. Now, we are at Haven and Ontario Ranch Road. There's a bunch of new houses being built here to the left. There's a Stater Brothers to the right ahead, a Chase Bank, a brewery, and a little place to get some food there. There's a bunch of different food spots. And as we continue to go, we are about 3 more minutes until the very end here. We're almost to the very end of Haven, but we could just continue to go. And as soon as you get past these houses, you got some cows coming up here. To the left, you'll see some cows. This whole entire area here used to be cows. The houses that we just passed behind us, those were all cows as well. They got rid of all the cows, and only ones left are the ones right here to the left. As you can see, that to the left over there, there's a building. That building used to be cows. On the right, there's KB homes. Those used to be cows. They took them all out. Now they're just building a city. This whole entire area used to be all dairy cows. Now almost the entire thing is houses, and all the cows are gone besides the ones that we just passed. But we are entering the end of Ontario Ranch, and we are now in Eastvale. We are in Eastvale, and Haven actually ends here. Haven actually doesn't end, but it turns into Sumner Avenue right there. Past that intersection, Belgrave and Merrill, it turns into Sumner Avenue. So technically, we are now on Sumner Avenue. There's in Eastvale. There's a park to the right, and there's a bunch of stop signs. So now we are in a whole different city, whole different street name, but it's still the same Haven Street as we continue to go down. There's another Miguel's Jr. on the left here, some food right there. And we are almost to the end here. So this whole street, Haven, ends. There's a cop right there just waiting, as you've seen to the right. This street actually ends where the Santa Ana River goes through. So that's why it couldn't go through anymore. They just built a housing right there, right at the riverbank. You can't see the river, but it's on the other side of the houses. But that's why it ended. You know, if you go one street over to Hamner, that one actually goes over the river, but this street does not. It ends at Hamner, at the Santa Ana River, I mean. So that's where it will end here in a few seconds. But as you can see, we just keep continuing to go down Sumner Avenue, which used to be Haven, about 14 miles. And we're almost to the end. You could kind of see it right there. If you look way, way out there, it's just a bunch of housing this whole entire way. This all used to be cows, like I was saying, this whole entire area. And after this light, here it is. See the end of the road there? That is the end. On the other side of those houses is the Santa Ana River. And that is the end of Haven Avenue, right here on Citrus Street in Eastvale. So, hope you liked the video. Hope you liked to see what Haven looked like. And maybe comment down below how it changed.